drives. We be selling the candy bars for 50
What's
cents.
the motherfucking deal, man?
Sell one and eat one.
We up in this motherfucker. Hold on, let me turn my shit down.
Yeah, that's what he said. I wouldn't take it offers. Yeah, that's what I would.
All right. What's the deal, y'all? You know, another day, another episode. JCN, Jedi Cosmo Networks. You know what I'm saying? Jedi Theories, whatever you want to motherfucking call it. That's what it is. You know, but came to the platform today to talk about suicidal thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And the extremities, the different extremities and the different reasonings behind suicidal thoughts. And I want to also talk about how suicidal thoughts don't always mean a person has a gun to their head, ready to shoot themselves. You know, so here we go. I'm about to light this motherfucking blunt, and we finna get real deep, real quick. You know. Now, before we get started, I want to be courteous and I want to be caring and I want to give respect to the people that have been through shit like, you know, doing shit like Hannah Baker on some 13 Reasons Why type of shit. That's a deeper edge, and I'm gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? That's a deeper edge that I've yet to experience. I've had suicidal thoughts, but I want to break down what that actually means, because some people think that suicidal thoughts mean a person want to jump off the building. That's just one form. So, to the people that ended up like Hannah Baker, or to the people that, you know, hung themselves or did some kind of fucked up shit to themselves that couldn't face the traumas of Earth, finna break down the mindset of the world for you and the misunderstandings that you might have had before you left this earth, man. So rest in peace to anybody that lost anyone to suicide. Rest in peace. And I wish nothing but the best for the people that are dealing with people that are suicidal. So here we go. Suicidal thoughts, man. A suicidal thought can be, so I'm gonna start with something I had, you know, in the streets. You know, me being I ain't gonna never say a former Crip. Me being a Crip, me living that gangster life. You know what I'm saying? It's life or death. So, in a sense, living a gang life is suicidal. You know, it's suicidal don't necessarily mean you're killing yourself, but you can be putting yourself in conditions that will kill you, and not caring about it is a suicidal way of handling shit. Like, let me get more clear with it. Let's say I was beefing with a blood. You know what I'm saying? Let's say I was beefing with a blood nigga, and the beef was so real that I'm like, oh, I'm finna go step in his territory and disrespect him to let him know how real I am. That's a suicidal thought. Let me let you know why. Because you're willing to die. You feel what I'm saying? You know you're gonna die. So that's a suicidal mission. That's what people call it. That's what a lot of gang culture call it. Nigga, you going on a suicide mission. Like, I know y'all heard it before. That's a suicide mission, suicidal thought, because it started in his head. He was like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about dying. That's a form, but that's an extremity though. You see what I'm saying? That's a different form. That ain't necessarily I'm finna put this gun to my head and smoke myself. That's I'm finna put myself in jeopardy. I ain't trying to laugh at it because it happens every day. I'm finna put myself in jeopardy and get myself killed due to the respect of my name. And I don't care if I die. Now, this is where you hear motherfuckers start saying, hey, I got too much to lose. Now, a gangster don't think like that. He think that his life is the thing to lose for the respect of whatever legacy he respects that he's protecting. So being a Crip, you know what I'm saying? We have sometimes we have suicidal thoughts. We do suicidal type of shit. And we think it and we hold it to the grounds of, I'm doing it for the gang. I'm doing it for my nigga. I'm doing it for this Crip shit or this blood shit or whatever you is, the GD shit. I'm going to die for it because I don't have nothing else to live for. That's sometimes gang injunction, sometimes gang affiliation. And this is not the shit on my Crip and Blood brothers, but some of us are traumatized mentally and suicidal. You know what I'm saying? With a thought like that, with a thought like, hey, you know, and really that's high school banging. So I'm finna go to another extremity. High school banging is, hey, where you from? This nigga I read on beat his ass. Shit to get. The older you get, the more eloquent this gang shit get. But it still has a sense of suicide in it. Another level of suicide is a nigga that knows. Let's take it off the gangsters. Let's just put it on mentally fucked up niggas or niggas that don't play. There's a man out there. There's a man fucking another person's wife. And this nigga know the nigga's a killer. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know this nigga's the nigga that's fucking the nigga wife know that the nigga that the wife of the nigga that he's fucking, know that the nigga's wife knows this as well. The wife that the nigga fucking off with, the wife know the nigga that she cheating on is a killer. Y'all thought I was gonna talk about the nigga, huh? No. The woman is suicidal at this point. Because bitch, you know. Okay, you know that you can die and that person can die. And for some reason you want to abuse the heart of a true killer. Maybe because you know that you can't kill him, you want to get back at him. So bitches that date criminals or whatever the fuck, or date motherfuckers that done killed niggas and they feel protected by that shit, they disrespect them in a roundabout punk bitch way. So these bitches out here, they'll fuck their enemy. These bitches will fuck the killer's enemy. Bitch, you just went on a suicide mission. Oh, the shit can get comical too. You know, I'm just saying, it's a serious matter, but people don't even realize they do suicidal shit damn near every day. Me. Matter of fact, let's take it off. I got so much shit in my head about this shit that, you know, I can keep going. I can flip the book. Me, right now, smoking this Swisher. They say on the package, if I can find the motherfucker, yeah, they got a surgeon general warning right on the motherfucking back, you know what I'm saying, and on the front. So if I die from cancer, you think I didn't know that? That's a suicidal thought. Let me go and get them anyway, because I know I ain't saying that I'm trying to die off of them, but if you know this is what suicidal thought, this is kind of what a suicidal thought is. If you think of it and you still condone in it, knowing it can kill you, you're suicidal. I don't want nobody to think that niggas that go off the ledge is somehow weaker than you. He just actually he took his brain to that, or she took their brain to that level of like, I'm finna get the fuck up out of here. That's suicidal. That's insane suicide. That's like a different name. But suicidal thoughts, we all had them. We all have had them. Hey, I'm stressed out. I'm finna drink this liquor until I earl. Not knowing that could be your last day. If you don't handle the liquor right, nigga, or that's the wrong time to drink some liquor on your body, you can fucking die that day from alcohol poisoning. But you was just so stressed out that you didn't give a fuck about the Surgeon General warning on the fucking alcohol bottle, nigga. This shit can fuck your body up. But the niggas that drink alcohol, including me, from time to time, I'm more of a wine nigga now, but the motherfuckers that drink liquor, them motherfuckers are suicidal. I don't want nobody to think that if you wake up in the morning, and if you ever woke up in the morning and poured you a cup more than once, a cup of liquor, lean, whatever, nigga, you're suicidal, because you know that this shit can take a toll on your body, which could take you off this earth. So you're suicidal. If you know this, you're suicidal. You don't care. That's what I'm saying. But let's get on an even deeper note. I've had suicidal thoughts. I've had it to the point where it was like me against the world kind of shit. Like the whole world don't understand me kind of shit, you know? And I was real cold towards everybody in the world. Just any motherfucker that wanted to start a conversation with me, any person that wanted to start a conversation with me, I would look them up and down like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you, man? In the back of my head, not on no beef shit, like, what the fuck? Just, you know, I kind of examine them in my head, like, what the fuck is you talking to me all happy for? You know what I'm saying? Like, really, I was cold. And nigga, ain't shit to be happy about in this world, nigga. We out here struggling type of shit. This is when I started, but this is in my stage of consciousness when I was blaming entities, when I was blaming Jesus Christ and motherfuckers for not doing what I wanted them to do in my life. So my thoughts were more suicidal. Because I was like, nigga, we gonna die anyway. Like a motherfucker would tell me, nigga, you up drinking in the morning? I'm like, nigga, we gonna die anyway. Any nigga that tell you that is suicidal. He's not valuing the some of us don't value the present moment. That's what I do. That's why I said I'm gonna start dropping videos every day. I'm gonna start showing more of my mind. I'm gonna start showing more of what the fuck I fuck with. Because the society already give you some shit to stress on. And little do we know, that shit makes us suicidal. The shit that we got to deal with on this earth, that they told us when we was born, nigga, we was free of the mind. Then when you get grown, the motherfucker, your mama, anybody start telling you, hey, you know that this is important and this is important. Not giving a fuck about don't even give a fuck that you got your own mind. Your family don't be really thinking of that shit. They be like, hey, nigga, this is the order that the world moving in. Have you ever realized that your mama, even your mama, your daddy, whoever the fuck even love you the most, only some of us got that person that was like, yo, you ain't got to follow this structure. And I'm like the only motherfucker in my family that's telling the world, hey, you ain't got to follow this structure. Nobody ever told me, nigga, my mama told me go to fucking college and shit. You know what I'm saying? That I'm sure now her mindset is different because this is the time of the awakening for all people. But being raised, nigga, I was told to do what the white supremacists said do. And that's go to school, get a job, this and that. Now, let's fast forward. I'm 28 years old, and a nigga still working for white supremacy. Nigga still working for white corporations to depend on a check. So, you know, from the get-go, you got to have somebody that's telling you to challenge the universe, or not the universe, but challenge the world, challenge what the society is telling you is correct. See if it is or not. So you won't be suicidal. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like growing up in this, I feel like this generation, not this generation, I feel like this government forces, they kind of want motherfuckers to commit suicide because that is a form of depopulation. So why wouldn't the government push that protocol on us? Like, hey, rent to the point where, nigga, it's such a relentless game to stay stable in America, let alone the world, nigga. The white supremacists have touched bases on every country and said, you have to pay up to live well. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay up. And I just can't, one day I'm gonna do some studying and I'm gonna go deeper on how this shit began, because I'm just stuck right there I'm just stuck on the fact that some white motherfucker it ain't just the white motherfucker, it's the collective. It was an Asian, it was a black, it was a Mexican. They all came together and said, let's fuck up the world. Let's charge motherfuckers for living. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the same no more. So this is a suicide-driven world to the point where niggas overworking themselves. That's a form of suicide too. Fuck my health. I need this bread. Fuck resting my eyes. Fuck my brain. Fuck having an aneurysm. If I don't make 20,000 this week, I'm a bum. Now, my only question to that is, who created that thought? If you created that thought and you ride with that thought, then that's you. But I'm letting you know, I'm letting these high value motherfuckers, y'all know I gotta diss them. I'm letting these high value motherfuckers know that, nigga, that's your life. You go overwork, you go get overly paid, which I ain't hating on. But don't try to tell motherfuckers that your way is the only way. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get known for being, niggas getting paid out here for being retarded or funny looking. And you telling me that this shit ain't, that certain ways of living or however somebody's life go ain't divinely purposed for them to go that way? Because if it wasn't, the motherfucker would pick up their nuts and go ahead and change their life. Like me, you know what I'm saying? I know that I ain't supposed to be normal because I stopped doing normal shit. Only thing normal I really got going on in my life is a job, because that's what I need. Paper. I need to continuously make some kind of money to survive. But in my world, after work, it's too much. It's so much creativity that I have so much time lingering around the fact that I don't have too much responsibility in society right now, because I ain't got no rent and because I don't have a car note. There's extra paper coming around, you know what I'm saying? But the cost of living is still relevant. So I do have to conform in some sense, which is why I don't want people to think that simply because you have a job and the other motherfuckers making money and they don't have one, well, that's a connection universally that the universe made for that person. That person can sustain themselves without a job. You can't. So you, instead of thinking that, oh, I ain't popular, or instead of thinking that, instead of thinking to yourself that you ain't worthy or you ain't as dope as the person that has a lot of friends, think about what kind of tribe you cut from. Think about what makes you excited. Think about what makes you angry. Think about what you want to act on. What would you be an activist for? What would you want to talk about? What you want to do in life? But that's all the questions I'm asking myself right now. Just really sitting back like, after 28 years of living, what the fuck really grabbed a hold of my heart? And it's music, it's talking this real shit. Because I've always been a nigga that kind of wanted to give my opinion. I never knew how to come to the platform and do it. Even back then as a young nigga, I was like, damn, I want to do something other than voice my opinion and rap. So when podcasting came, it felt like I was hopping on a wave that, it felt like I was hopping on some kind of bandwagon, but it really wasn't. It really explained, hey nigga, this is one of your fields too as an artist, because I seen artists hopping into it. So I was like, oh, okay. So just as low budget, or, you know, one day I'll be up there, but just as low budget as my podcast is, I do this shit off my phone. That's how low budget I started with my music. So, you know, I ain't known. I don't really put the shit out. I ain't been to the studio in years. I'm really like a retired underground unknown nigga. You feel what I'm saying? This shit is, but that's a passion of mine. I still kick balls in my head, and this shit is, it's just as dope as it was when I was rapping. I didn't put my hours in, but I'm not finna sit here and let my 10,000 hours go to waste. Music is damn near is what I feel like I'm here to do, and I'm not gonna die until I literally put an album or 2 or 3 or 4 of them motherfuckers out. Some gotta get felt from Zilla, and that's what I do. Music is something that I'm gonna die doing, and I took a hiatus from the shit because I had to really figure myself out. So I've been doing this kind of to keep the creativity of whatever my topics would be about in my music. You know what I'm saying? My music will be about some shit like suicidal thoughts. My music will be on this level of mine. My music ain't gonna be on no shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit. You know what I'm saying? My shit is on a deep thought level. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole type shit. Not even in that, and I ain't trying to be them, but deep thought. I'm a deep thought nigga. So I will have music coming in the future. Like I might be 30 when I really go real hard with the shit. Might be turning 30 years old before I really just release some legit shit. But I'm really trying to get some shit out. But by 29, I turn 29 the 20th of this month. And I'm a nigga 29. I'm really trying to put a mixtape out. I'm really trying to go hard as fuck while I'm 29 years old. Because that's the last of my 20s, and I'm trying to dedicate every goddamn year that I fucked up on time and all that shit. I'm trying to dedicate that shit to building it up all before I turn 30. At least that's the journey of what these years are finna be. 2021 and 2022. Before I turn 30, I'm crushing. I'm not procrastinating. Anything I want to do, I'm gonna put some money to it and I'm gonna do it. I'm not procrastinating. That's really all I'm doing right now. And I'm building my name. I'm connecting. I'm networking with people. When I want to drop this music, nigga, that's gonna be my biggest. That's one of my biggest purposes that I'm investing myself in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also entertainment as well. As far as screenwriting and movies and shit, I want to get better. I want to mentally get better with writing a script and shit like that. I'm self-teaching myself how to write a script. You know, it's shit like that. It's bigger dreams I got. I started realizing that hands-on labor ain't the only thing I'm good at. You know, and I can make it, and we getting into a world of where the creative mind is gonna make more money than labor. Either way, if you working is labor. Me doing this right here is labor. But I'm letting y'all know that you know, the 9 to 5 ain't the only way to get the 9 to 5 is gonna be obsolete soon. I don't know when. These motherfuckers they already ain't working. I know y'all seen the post, nigga. They like niggas don't want to come to work. So you know, niggas is trying to put their creativity bones to work. You know what I'm saying? But just to stay on topic before I dip, a suicidal mind is not going to think of what they could lose. They gonna think about actually dying. They gonna be like, nigga, this, I know driving fast can kill me, but I'm living so fucked up that I don't care about wrecking. I know this cigarette gonna kill me one day. I know this pack of cigarettes that I keep buying is hurting my body. But I'm so stressed out that I don't give a fuck. That's a suicidal thought because you're killing yourself. Negative thinking is suicidal. Trying to play karma is suicidal because you're killing yourself. When you stressed out, you're killing yourself. So I want y'all to know anything you doing that's killing you is suicidal. If you eat pork and shit, I still kind of eat pork here and there, but it ain't in abundance. It's just, you know, kind of for to survive because we carnivores. Humans can be carnivores, but just know we shaving years off our life. So don't be a suicidal eater. You know, I'm trying to stop that shit too. But so just because I told you that, don't think I'm trying to tell you to be like me, because I ain't. I'm still eating this shit. But I'm just letting y'all know we are suicidal in many ways that people think that just means a nigga pulling a gun to their head. Some women in obesity, which I respect women that are plus size, but women that live in obesity that really don't care about shaping up or having a cleanse and none of that shit. I know some healthy big women. So I ain't talking shit about big women. I'm talking about obesity. We're talking about a woman that sit around and eat unhealthy all day, don't care, ranch and all that shit on everything, just eat sloppy, fast food every day, don't care about eating no kind of greens, no drinking no water. Just want to walk around fat. That's suicidal. That woman is, you know, a low self-esteem can be suicidal too because that leads to stress. You feel? So I'm done talking y'all ear off about this shit because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm bashing them. But think about that. I know we've all had suicidal thoughts. What is yours? And try to fix it. Because mine was that the world was against me until I realized the world needed my insight. Or at least I feel that way. Or I feel like I wasn't heard. Now that I've kind of put my mindset out there and it's been reciprocated in such ways, not by millions of people, but a few people tell me, hey, I fucks with it. That let me know, hey, okay, I just need to vent. Maybe to myself. So I put my own platform together, and this is what it is, man. Motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with it, motherfuckers will. But this is what it is, man. So just don't be so suicidal to where you do some Hannah Baker shit, though. suicide prevention, all that shit, suicide awareness. Don't kill yourself. Just keep living. The world needs your creativity, and the universe is telling you to put it out there. When you feel bad and all that shit, find some kind of way to express it, man. That's all I can tell you. Don't express it in anger, and don't express it in bitterness, and no kind of way that's gonna hurt somebody else. I'm out. JCN, man, Jedi Cosmo Networks. Y'all fuck with your boy.